Okay, so guys, again, there was another connection failure, but this time I connected with my phone, so I'm sure there's nothing's gonna interrupt this broadcast. Anyway, as I said, we took this trade. It was a bit tricky because uh, we were kind of like in the middle of the range. Price hadn't decided yet whether it's gonna go down or up because we hadn't broken this upper level. We decided to break now, so it seems as price is gonna grind higher, uh, but yet it's still a bit tricky. So we may get rejected in the end. Or we may see price, you know what I mean, like grind higher, get a back test this failure because this is elevator down, so we expect some kind of squeeze to the upside now. Okay, sorry for that again. It seems like I'm having problems with connection on both phone and normal. So anyway, we'll continue now. We see that we're heading towards our stop loss. I think this price is going to do some fail breakdown of some sort of this low. You see this low? So I'm gonna raise a little bit my stop loss. That's 8 points below. So this is with the 405, so I can put it probably at the 39.90. I would say 39.90. I'm just gonna put a little bit below to see if we're finally gonna do a fair breakdown of this low, how it's gonna play out. Okay, seems like we're doing some kind of fair breakdown there. Let's see if we're gonna get, yeah, we got stopped out. Yeah, because the market now is bearish. You can see the big high time frame is bearish, and we try to go against the against the trend. You can also see here that the obvious. We tried this long, it didn't work out. We backtested the DVA high, and that straight out rejected. So okay, so I'm gonna take another screenshot. We got taken out because the high time frame the structure suggests that Okay, I'm gonna take a small break because it's been about maybe 3 hours in the chat, and just gonna close my camera and I'll be right back in about 15 to 20 minutes or so, and then we're gonna go straight for another 2 hours. Right, see you soon, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. So I had a break. So I came for the break, and then we're gonna continue where we left off. Uh, so I'm gonna be backtesting for the next hour and a half, I guess. We can see. Let's see the bigger picture, see where we're at. We did a recovery of these highs. We did like a kind of like an attempt breakout. This didn't work, and now we're just pulling back. We're going now. There's 2.2 levels where I'm interested in getting engaged. This is one of them here, 39.78. The other one are just these bottoms here and these ones. So kind of these ones. So now I'm not gonna be taking any active trades. I'm gonna be see how it's going, how everything is going. I'm gonna put it on the 30 seconds fast and see how it's going. Okay, so now you can see here we're trying to do like a pullback at these lows. We see the market is trying to push lower from the high time frames. If we establish price above the 4088 here somewhere, and I'm gonna be see working this range to the upside, but until then I'm not taking any trades. Just want to see where the price wants to go. So we see it's attempting to go lower, so it's gonna go lower. Yes, we're going lower, nothing much, nothing real. Okay, now we are getting into the area of interest. You see. Okay, so now we see what really testing these lows. This is the lows that you see the purple. This is the lows that I'm looking. If we do a fair breakdown and we recover this 39.97 and get it to back this range, I'm gonna attempt uh, a fair breakdown. Or if I see a fair breakdown here, I'm gonna take a long. I'm gonna attempt to take a long until probably this lows here and literally run until here. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. Okay, we did a fair breakdown. Here was a fair breakdown. Was just a very small one. I'm just gonna slow down the action price, the price action. I'm gonna see now how it wants to play. Let's see if we did any actual fair breakdown. We did a very small one. You see the price literally tapped into half a point. It's nothing big. But literally, it's too early to get involved. But I'm gonna see how it goes. Okay, I saw a really nice candle here. We saw a breakout of the structure, of this microstructure. I saw a nice candle, which suggests a change of delivery of the state. So I'm gonna take a trade, and I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative. So this is the lows. I'm gonna leave like the usual 5 points below the lows. So it's 39.80, so I'm going to put it on 39.74. That's quite wide, to be honest. Uh, and I'm going to be aiming for a back test of this highs to the VWAP. It's about one. Let's see if we get into these highs. So you can see there's a set of highs here. This is what I'm going to be aiming at. If I see reaction to the VWAP, I'm going to close my trade early. We're currently at the 1 hour. Right there, 1 hour. And then I'm going to leave a runner just in case. So you can see my stop loss is right below the whole structure here. So my stop loss about here, you can see my stop loss about here. It's a decent one. It's a decent one. I'm gonna take the trade and see how it plays out. We're at a key level point. Sorry. We're at a key level point, so it makes sense to take a trade here. Our profit target, yes, so the profit target is about here, so it makes sense. This is the last pullback we did. So we should be able to hit that. And then I'm going to leave a runner up to these highs with a big rejection and see how it's going to go. It's 1 hour trade, nothing big, like fancy. Uh, okay. Sorry for that. So I'm aiming to take the 10% off at the about, let's say 1490. 19 here somewhere. All set. I'm gonna save and journal the new trade. I'm gonna take a screenshot. And now I'm gonna take a screenshot for my sorry, for my archive. Now we are at the what date? What 25th of January. Okay. 25th of January 2023. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna write a few notes fast. I'm gonna say that price is in bearish high time frame position. However, price has reached a key level of interest, and after a small fake path down in that area, price action has demonstrated intention to reject those lows. Okay, to reject those lows. Aiming for one hour trade with the runner aiming for the highest point at the previous major rejection higher. Okay. TP1 is set to the ETH VWAP. Okay, I think we can take the trade now. I'm gonna save it, the situation. Okay, and let's run it and see how it goes. It has very good potential to go, but nothing is showing this live, so okay, seems to be playing out, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, we haven't breaking this level, so we haven't been able to take the 90% off yet. Okay, what we saw now, price really wants to, so we did a big fail breakdown now. You can see that our stop loss was hit here. We didn't even make it to the VWAP. We just continue lower. Now I'm gonna record this one. Give a sec. Okay, we are the 25th now. The first trade of 25th. We're gonna just place the screenshot there. Okay. Now I'm gonna just record this trade. So trade resulted in a loss as price did only a small pullback at the key area without even testing the VWAP. Looking for the next entry either at the reclaim of the 39.94 or lower at the next area of interest at the area of interest is 39.03. Okay, 39.03. Okay, so we see the price is continuing lower. I'm gonna delete that one. We don't need it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we haven't reclaim that level. We have reclaimed that level. Still ranging. Going lower, I guess. Let's see. Now it's grading lower. Let's see if we're gonna reclaim. So you can see here, we're trying to see there's like a rejection here below, just below. So I think we're putting a fail breakdown on an extensive one. But the safe edge would be here. So just want to be waiting to see. Okay, we can see this price is trying to accept again. Oh wow. Okay, I missed the entry. The entry was right here. Okay, we're still within the possibility of error. So I'm gonna take it slowly and see if we can reclaim. You see, we're still in the margin of error. So if we can reclaim this level here, I'm gonna be taking the trade, but I'm gonna take it slowly now. So I'm not gonna miss the entry. So we're back. That's literally the level we came from. Here, this one is the level. If we can reclaim this, this is the level I'm looking for. If we can reclaim this, then there's a high chance our trade is gonna work. I'm not placing any trade because we're still in this area, which is a dangerous area for reversing. So I'm just holding up for now to see if we're gonna. Okay, we see now an attempt to reclaim the trade. Just gonna take it 10 seconds by 10 seconds, and hopefully we're gonna see some kind of rejection of this area. Okay, nice big candle. You saw that. Nice big candle here. Got reject from the DVA high. And I'm gonna place just to see the next trade. Okay, seems that it's pulling out. I'm gonna take the trade because it seems now we're getting accepted inside the area where we broke from. So this is the area. Ideally, I could be place my trade here, but as I said, it was a dangerous area for backpulling here. Since we recovered this area now, I'm gonna place a trade. It's, you need to be very cautious about fade breakdowns because we need the right timing. So structurally, I'm not gonna put my trade below here. And I'm gonna be aiming for a bigger target, possibly at the this is 1.9 R, 1.2 R. We can see I'm taking this trade now. I'm placing the stop loss below this, recent lows. So in case we pull back and we come again, I'm covered. And I'm going to be taking the highs at the highs here. You see these highs. Then I'm going to leave around just in case the price was to go higher. Yeah, that's the only reasonable setup I can see. someone, to be honest, would attempt to take with a very small stop loss here. But this is very dangerous because we see how the VWAP, so we may come down again, test, and then go. So that's why I prefer not to do this. Okay, so this is a valid trade, a very valid trade. Take the continuation. Which day we are? We are at the 25th of January still, at about 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna click on it, take a screenshot. Okay, place the order. 9% by stop loss, take profit. Okay, I'm gonna leave the partials 9%, and then this one's gonna be 10%. And we're aiming now. So we're aiming the highs, and then we're aiming for the runner to go until probably this highs, if it works out, 4,041. 4,041. It's a very promising target, but very optimistic target. And I'm gonna save it in journal. Take a screenshot. Okay, and I'm gonna write a few notes. I'm gonna say that price with a fail breakdown at the previous mentioned area of interest and reclaim the obvious level of 39.94, 39.94 with a strong CISD, change of the delivery state. Stop loss below the ETH VWAP and TP1 the highest at 4,019. Runner aiming for TP2 at the high time frame swing high. Okay, we're saving it, and let's see if it's gonna pan out. So we'll see if the price is gonna push higher. For some kind of rejection that deviate high. I've noticed that the deviate high is a key area of rejection. It seems that bias is trying to regain some control. There's a lot of stops there. Oh wow, okay, we see price breaking the highs, the recent highs. So there's a high chance we're gonna have a good trade here. You can see here we're aiming for these highs and the runners for these highs. We're very close of taking the partial. Yes, so we're taking the partial now. And now we're at a key area of either accepting or rejecting. We'll see how it's gonna go. P1 was hit and now, now leaving the runner. Now we kind of like break even for the day because we entered the trade before, but was a bit premature. We see here we attempted to break, I think, a trade like above here. Price want to come a bit lower. Actually, no, we attempted this trade here, but price want to do a deep dive. We see price literally did about 20, about 17 points of a failed breakdown of these lows until it goes higher. Now we're gonna leave the runner to see how it's gonna play out. If we find meanwhile another, if we see another failed breakdown, we're gonna take it. Price is going real well. Tested the previous DVA low, just got rejected. Nothing for us to do here, to be honest. Just waiting. I'm just running around now until we see the next failed breakdown. It was a decent one. The trading idea was really nice. It was just the timing was bad. It was a bit early. Now just the trading day is closing. Just at the previous VWAP. Okay, you can see here how the market is trying to break above. Is showing quite a good strength and is trying to break above. We see we almost got hit the uh, we almost hit the runner. Let's see if we're gonna get it through. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now to protect this to $70 is actually I'm gonna raise the stop loss because there's a high chance here I'm gonna see a big rejection and I don't want to lose this kind of money. I mean it's not big according to the account, but still. So I'm just gonna place the stop loss just below the previous day VWAP. Sorry, DVA low right here. And let's see how it's gonna play out. In theory, I should be putting it just over here, above the, just below the VWAP. So the VWAP is at 33, I will put it at 31 probably. I will clear that. Okay, so we'll do some active risk management now. There's a high chance of good rejection there. We'll take the screenshot. Okay. Okay, and now we're just gonna write that price almost hit our TP2, but I raised the stop loss just below the previous VWAP. Capital as there is a high probability of major rejection here in order to protect capital. Okay, we'll save the note now, and we're gonna let it run and see how it's gonna go. No, it's a matter of probabilities actually. It's not a big thing. See the price is grinding. It's getting very close. Okay, and our stop loss was activated. The price actually hit was just below, how much? Just below like 2.5, 3 points shy. Okay. Okay. Because you see here, we tested 13, 40, 39. It was like 3 points above from the target. Okay, now we have another screenshot. I'm gonna put another note. I'm gonna say price the price reached the recent high didn't hit our TP2 by 3 points. Stop loss was good and the was terminated. Okay, that's it. It's very good that we reversed that day. We took a nice trade. We let the runner. We took the runner. And we reversed that day. So we just run again from a clean slate and see how it's gonna go. So from now there's a potential for two routes. One is gonna go and test these lows, take some liquidity and go higher, or we're just gonna reverse back into the previous range. I'm not, by the way, I'm not interested in taking any trade. By the way, before I do that, I'm just gonna correct the previous DVA. Okay. So this is just we might get a pullback right in this area to take some liquidity from the highs, and then either build some volume or just get the rejection or return within the previous deviation. So we took this, you see in the high time frames, the 1 hour, we took this breakout to this level. We attempted before a failed breakdown, but it was a bit higher, so we got stopped out. The timing was not correct. A bit dangerous trade would be to take the trade from the reclaim of the overnight lay, just in case we come down and we reclaim it. In theory, yes, someone could take it, but considering with the location we are at the high time frames, we're at the highs where rejection is very, promising, very actually probable. So what we're gonna be looking for is for the price to come a little bit lower and take maybe this lows or somewhere here, or even this. Or if we can see a clear what was the promise? So we can see this is the higher high. So if we can see like a breakout getting accepted, I may get into it. We see. Okay, we see how price is actually trying to break out. We'll slow down a bit. This is not a trade I would take, so I don't really care now. This is why sometimes it's worth leaving a runner up for a long time, because we see our trade was taken out about, I think, here. Okay, if I had a bit loosen my runner, I could have been doing a bit more like 30 points now. That's from the runner. Okay, wow, we see big rejection there. Let's go a bit slower now. No failed breakdown yet. I like the structure that market did a very good structure here. So if we break below the loss, I may actually take the trade. Okay, there we go. Bigger fell take down, bigger fell take down. Let's see if we're gonna come back into the area. No. Price is trying to recover. Okay, that's the nice candle as I was watching for. So I'm gonna take another trade, probably my last for today. It's gonna be a small one because I see there's a chance. You see where we are at. We are at a very high chance of imbalance down high time frame like before. So I'm just gonna try to take up to the VWAP if I can. I'll probably leave a small runner. It's gonna be a small trade, but you never know. So we're on the 26th now, January. Trade. Sorting out my screenshots here, so they are in the correct order. So we are on the 26th of January now. I'm gonna attempt a trade, a small one, because I'm not sure how far we're gonna go. How far low, I mean. Ideally, we want to test this area, but I saw a nice fail breakdown, so I may take that. So we see new folder 3. Okay. I see a nice recovery here of this level, that's why I took it, and I saw a nice big candle, change of the state of delivery, break of structure. So we'll see how it's gonna go. Alright, so I'll take a screenshot now. Before I take a screenshot, I'll take a screenshot after I put the risk reward. Okay. So this one's gonna go 5 points below the lows. So these are the lows. 5 points is 40.22. Okay, 40.22. If we make it back to the VWAP, let's say there, it's about 0.6 R. Because there's a high high probability, there's a low probability to trade. I'm gonna just tighten up my stop loss a bit. So I'm just gonna make it worth it. Okay, so it's 1.2 R, a bit more, a bit less likely. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit lower probability. I'm still gonna take it though. Uh, Let's see how it's gonna pan out. Okay, just gonna take a screenshot for the new trade. All right, click that one, and I'm gonna place an order. Place an order. Profits. I'm gonna take 90% in there. I'm gonna put a 10%, and the 10% is gonna aim for these highs, DVA high, at 40, 50, 40. I would say 40, 56. It's not a big one, but decent. Let's say the journal. Take a screenshot. Gonna actually take a second screenshot. Okay. Okay. Price did a fake out at the highs and uh, attempting a pullback where we see a failed breakdown at the area of interest, which is the 30, 40, 35, I think it's this area. Yeah, 40, 40, 40, 35. Conservative targets with TP1 at the VWAP and TP2 at the DVA at the ETH DVA high. Okay, and let's see how it's gonna pan out. Price literally came literally a few points from our taking out. Yeah, now we were just taken out. It was a high probability, it was a low probability, as I said. We were just below the VWAP. We couldn't reclaim that low. We just reclaimed that low, but not that low. So we're just at the pullback now. So what I figure out is this kind of trade is better to wait to reclaim an area of interest like this. In our case, took this trade, but we should actually be taking trade not from these lows, but after we have reclaimed this high, this one, and aiming for this high like we did before. Kind of like continuation plays, because this one now may as well continue lower. Okay, we live to learn, I guess. This is gonna be so this is our last trade for today. I'm gonna try to improve in that area of taking trades and figure out when actually the market condition is shifting, because the most of the trades, the most of the losses I take is at the state where the price is trying to reverse from the imbalance down into building a base. Because now we see I took this trade out, we saw a small reversal, and then I was just cut out, and may continue lower. That's the thing, I mean, it's the timing. Uh, Priced stopped us stopped us out. For a possible just gonna continue just for a bit, and I want to see if we're gonna recover the 42s eventually. So I have the feeling that my stop loss was very tight there. Yeah, we see that we see the plan is actually working. It's just I had a tight stop loss. That's why uh, that's why we need to see, uh, well, we need to leave 5 points below because I didn't put below 5 points below, and here because that would, in theory, that would destroy my RR. But now we see that it actually worked with the VWAP and it's going to work with the DVA high as planned. Now there's no point because there's no fail breakdown here. I missed the entry. Just going to put a that's why sometimes it's vital to leave at least 5 points, even if price doesn't go there. Still, you are covered. Uh, here, okay. I'm gonna take another screenshot. I'm gonna write that the reason this trade failed, this trade failed was the tight stop loss. The latter was hadn't been placed. Latter had been placed of at least 5 points below the swing low. The reason this trade failed was that I thought the latter wasn't being placed in 5 points below. Price came back to do a double bottom and then hit all my scheduled TPs. Yeah, re-entry was not possible as price was was quite high from the area of interest. Okay, okay, lesson learned. We continue. Okay, yeah, we finished for today. We had quite a few losing trades, but that was because the timing was bad. Either the timing was bad, it was a bit early, or my stop loss was a bit tight. So because we see like in this 15 minutes time frame, we can see that I was planning to take this full breakdown here, you see, and I was about to take it here. That was my plan right here. See, my plan was to take it right here, I think, right here, and then leave 5 points below But instead of actually placing the stop loss here, so I'm going to be covered, I placed my stop loss right here. So when price came down, took me out. It did the double bottom because my stop loss was very tight, and I did have to take the re-entry. Then price just continued higher, and moved on. And as we see, price did reach the DVA high. I'm gonna take another screenshot now. That's the last screenshot I'm gonna take for my journal. All right, just going back to see how other stats are. Let's go to analytics. So we see we have today we had a small losing streak. Win rate we're at 65. We're okay. We're decent, not bad. 17 trades, 11 won. That's all right. Total PNL, yeah, 12% up. It's okay. That is, despite the recent losing streak, we had a decent run. So our average RR is 1.7. It's all right. Max R 3. Expectancy is all right. Decent. It's almost 3 times the expectancy of the losing. Profit factor 2.6. Average loss 1.3. Average loss 1%. That's all right. Best win 2.7%. Average win 1.6. It seems that the London session is doing very well on this backtest. Biggest profits biggest losing was on Wednesday, biggest profits on Thursday. We're on 12% up. So we have replayed 24 days, almost like a month, in 8 hours about. So to cover about, let's say, 100 trades, I took about, how many trades I took? I think about 10 trades so far. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10, 12, 14, 16. So we took 16 trades. So we need about 8 times that. So probably we're gonna need another 8 hours probably of backtesting. No, we're doing okay time-wise. We're gonna reach the 100 trades quite soon. Anyway, thanks guys for sticking with me, and hope you have a nice day. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have more backtesting coming. As I'm not doing any live trading at the moment because though low volatility, bears are in control. There's no point of doing anything else. Plus, I really wanted to finish this kind of session. Had put 100 trades in, see what the stats are, learn from my mistakes and improve. And yeah, see you soon, guys. See you tomorrow.